Now, the 2021 NBA free agency Grinch is right on time, and he's right in season right now. Because with the signing of Giannis, not only the Knicks, but many other NBA teams have to make major adjustments, as the free agency pool for next summer is looking kind of slim. We've even seen Paul George come off the books, and a lot of rookies that normally would have not gotten extensions did get extensions. We've seen Jonathan Isaac in Orlando coming off of 2 major injuries get a 4-year extension for $80 million. Markelle Fultz got extended. The Spurs, D. White got extended for 4 years. OG Anunoby up in Toronto, they were going after major big name agents like Giannis, but they've made major adjustments and they signed Anunoby for 4 years. Even Kyle Kuzma, who doesn't even play that good, got an extension with the Lakers because all these teams have noticed that the free agency pool for next summer is pretty much slim pickings. I mean, just looking at the list, we got Blake Griffin, Victor Oladipo, 2 injury-prone players. It's pretty much Jrue Holiday with a player option, Kawhi Leonard with a player option. He's most likely going to re-sign because here they have mentioned if he had a good season, he's going to opt out so he can maximize his earning potential. And if he doesn't have a good season, he pretty much has to opt in and settle. Also notable free agents, Kyle Lowry, Spencer Dinwiddie, DeMar DeRozan, Kelly Oubre. I mean, these guys are pretty decent, but they're not going to change anything for a franchise. But overall, the Giannis effect of him signing has pretty much had other teams quickly making adjustments and just keeping guys that they already had because they noticed that next offseason, there's no reason to go after the big name guy if he's no longer there. So this brings me to something that's pretty much gets repeated over and over again. I'm pretty sure it's a narrative, but it's always said that you can't rebuild in a big market. And this may be the beginning of especially Knicks fans of just a realization that we're only in the beginning phases of a long rebuilding process. Because the summer of 2021 was our chance to sort of skip this rebuild. But now that the free agency list has dwindled and there's no real game changers, there's just a bunch of guys on that free agency list that will actually prolong us from rebuilding a solid contending team. This is sort of the beginning stages of just us realizing that this is going to be a full rebuild. And I never understood where the saying came from that you can't rebuild in a large market, because rebuilding is part of any sports franchise. It's actually part of the process. I don't know where that media narrative came from. It's almost like telling a sports franchise, you guys playing in too big of a market to go to practice. It's like, yo, you have to go to practice. How the hell are you going to have a contending sports team? And in the case for the New York Knicks, ducking the whole rebuilding process has actually left the franchise in stagnation for a long period of time. But as always, if there's a will, there's always a fucking way. And there's always other opportunities, especially with mid-level guys. We see LeVar Ball not getting an extension, so he'll enter restricted free agency. John Collins out of Atlanta. They signed so many guys to a lot of big contracts, so they might actually not have enough money to extend John Collins, which he put up pretty solid numbers last year. 21 points per game, 10 rebounds, solid young player. Jarrett Allen out of Brooklyn, he's not getting an extension. We all know where a lot of their money went to. Joe Harris, of course, Kyrie, Kevin Durant, Karis LeVert. So there may be opportunity there.